Hello everyone, thanks for joining me. Hope you're all keeping well. So today on the bench we've got this ERF by Corgi. It's the ERF model 44G and it's made in Great Britain. Now this was a donation by Andy Bourne from Andy's Garage Diecast Restorations. So if you haven't already, go and check him out, but most of you will know him. Now this sticker on the back, I'm going to try and save it if I can. I'll drop a little bit of warm water on it and I'll try and gently lift it with the blade. So hopefully I'll be able to sit that back on once I've repainted it. So the glass is good. It's in really good condition too. It is really nice. Tow bar's still on there. We've got a good set of tyres. Although we have got one oddball, which is that one. I don't know whether we've had 3 replaced, and that's the original one, but it's got a slightly bigger wall on this one, so we'll work out. We might be able to take the spare off and put it on there, and then put that one on the spare. We'll sort it out when we come to it. So we've got 2 rivets to drill out, or we got the spare tyre, and we got a rivet underneath there, but I can see like a post there, so I don't know. We'll have to have a look when we come to that. So there we go. We'll get them drilled out. We'll probably run the centre punch through them first. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So we'll get that out and we'll get stuck into it. Base plate, it's in really good condition, nice too. We'll deal with the axles in a minute. Get the spare off. So be careful with that. Once that off. Right, we got another rivet there. We don't need to centre punch that one. We should be okay on that. So it just clips in at the front. I think we'll probably put rivets back in them because they'll be easy enough to do. They will. I think they're plenty big enough. Decided to go with a heat gun or the soldering iron to get this out. Now it's a 0.4 wire guide off a MIG welder, and I've just drilled it out. This is a little bit too small because the rivet in here is quite hefty, so I'll just have to gently go around it until I can get it out. It's about a mil too short. But we should just be able to melt the plastic around it with a bit of luck. I don't want to keep it in there too long because I don't want to melt the screen. There we go. That's done. There we go. Simple as that. I'll just file that down a little bit before we come to put it back. We've done no damage at all to it. So happy with that. I'll let this cool down. I will unplug, so I'll put that somewhere safe. So we'll remove these axles. I've got the little gear puller. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't do them when it's got the mud guards on, because obviously you can't get that past the mud guards. There is another shape which is it just has this piece here without the top piece that you can get in there and pull the wheels. So we'll have to do that the old-fashioned way, but it will pull these front ones. Which one? It's this one here we're on. Let's remove the tyre. That should just give us a room to get in there, I think. We'll have to bend this slightly, but it'll straighten back up. That's tight. That's it, simple as that. We'll give these a good clean, polish them up. That look quite nice, they will. So we'll get onto that. I'll show you how I remove the back wheels. I have seen people using a screwdriver to bend it up, but you can crack the casing or the casting that way. So that should give us enough what we need. Hold it all into place. There we go. Simple as that. Wasn't even on tight, that one. And that's it. Bits. Them in there. Right, let's go and get this paint off. There we go. That's the paint off. I tell you what, this casting's in really good shape. There's not a lot to do to it at all. We got a couple of little, just tiny little lines down the front here. And we will just straighten up these door edges a little bit. We've got a little bit of flashing in both of them. But other than that, we're just going to give it some 800 wet and dry. And we're going to go straight into undercoat. I'm not going to bother polishing any of it, because I'll detail it all up with the chrome spray that I've got. This is the stuff I use, in case any of you are wondering. It's the AK Super Chrome. It's a 60ml bottle. Oh, that dropped cheese today. That's the stuff. Just run that straight through your airbrush, and you can paint this as well with a brush. So it's good stuff. It's not exactly mega cheap, but you do get a nice finish with it. So we'll get the files out, we'll work a bit of magic, and then we'll get some undercoat on. Right, so the only thing I have done, I've masked up the front grille. This is just save me later on a little bit of time just on the detailing. That's all I've got to do to that then once I've sprayed it. It is ready for the undercoat, so that's where we're going to head over to now. I have flatted this back with a little bit of 600 just to keep the casting well. We're going in probably 2 or 3 different colours yet. I'm not 100% sure. We'll work that out when we get into the booth tomorrow. So we'll get this sprayed, we'll leave it dry overnight, and then we'll crack on with it then in the morning. Right guys, I've done the usual. It's gone into undercoat. I've flatted this back with some 800. I've masked up the front there. I haven't polished it, I've just kept it just die-cast, but I am going to detail it later on. I've got quite a lot of work to do to this. Got about 3 different colours going on to it. Actually 4, if you think of the chrome work I've got to do to it as well. Just doing something, just, I don't know, a little bit different with it, and we'll just see how it turns out. Job done, and we're on to assembly. This is probably my favourite part of restoring. I love putting them back together, but there we go. Done quite a bit of detail into this. It might be one of them trucks you'd either love it or you're going to hate it, the colour, but they were similar to this back in the day. I am going to invest in a printer because I'd love to print my own decals for this now. Just some half moon ones, I don't know, SC haulage and co. Would look quite nice there, and possibly some round ones on the front saying the same thing with SC in the middle of them. It'd set that off, so that's something I'm going to invest in, and then I'm going to print some up for this, and that'll give me something to words then. But I will do an update on this once the decals are on. I think it'll look quite nice. Detail the back, just on the steel work. and I did manage to get that off, and we've saved it. It is original to the casting, so we're going to keep it. So I have put 4 new tyres on, and I have polished the wheels. They look quite nice, they do. I have put that oddball tyre on the spare. We'll use that up underneath there because it's not going to matter really. Faceplate just sprayed black along with the front towing up. And the screen never come too bad. We have got a tiny little fracture in it there, you can see it. But I can live with that, definitely. So we're going to drop a little bit of glue on the top. You can see there I've just scuffed it slightly. That's going to help the glue stick. And then we'll put this up and then we can get on and put it together then. Right guys, thanks for joining me. As always, look forward to your comments. And if you're not already, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Hope you like this one, something a little bit different from me. There we go. Right, catch you all next week.